Mr. Stefan Stefanov, you're still on mute.
Hello, hello. How are you
There
doing,
you
Sam?
go. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, very well. Very interesting conversation so far. A lot of exciting stuff.
It is exciting. Now, between Netherlands and Bulgaria, is the time about the same, or you're an hour behind?
An hour behind.
Behind. Okay,
so it's like
not
8:20 p.m. here.
Yeah,
The
well, which
sunset
is like
right there.
it's early evening for you,
Yep,
isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah, it's no big deal. All right, so Stefan, introduce yourself real quick and tell us what you do.
Absolutely, Stefan Stefanov, working on the PM team in the developer tooling division at Progress. With all of the Telerik and UI products. And right now I'm heavily focused on our upcoming MAUI product. That's why I'm super happy to chat about it.
Yeah. So we saw some questions. We have had ongoing chatter as well. Like there are multiple technologies now at stake here. But going forward, like, do you see MAUI as the cross-platform strategy that we want to invest on?
Definitely. I see MAUI as the cross-platform strategy that we want to invest on. And obviously, I think it's a no-brainer for any .NET developer that needs to target the platforms at once that MAUI is currently providing.
Yeah. So Stefan is kind of underselling what he does. Like he's in charge of all of our developer tooling, all of the products that are .NET facing. So he has, I don't know, a dozen PMs and product managers and marketers working for him. But if you use anything Telerik, anything .NET from us, Stefan is your man who makes all of the magic happen. So
actually, as you said, it's a team effort, but thank you. Thank you.
So actually here, I might actually do something. Oh, and speaking of our team here, another close friend of ours is here. Hey, MAUI is here, helping me do a lot less. Less is more when you look at code. So yeah, thanks, Lance, for hanging out here. So Stefan, maybe I'll share my screen and have you maybe talk through a little bit, and I can try showing maybe a quick demo if I can. So let's see, new window. Oh, the sun is really messing with your lights there, isn't it?
If I move, my camera will pick me up.
There you go. All right, share. And you should be seeing my desktop now. Okay, yep. So everything we do is up on Telerik.com, right? So if you look at the mobile stuff here, that's out there. And Xamarin isn't going away anywhere. Like we're going to keep supporting it forever. We have a huge customer base using Xamarin iOS, Xamarin Android, Xamarin.Forms to design rich performant apps for iOS, Android, whatever other platforms Xamarin uses. But this new puppy is out there, and we're actually in the process of redesigning the brand and so on. But you got started on this, Stefan, pretty early. You got the team started pretty early, right? This was, I think, preview 2 or 3 is when we first released it.
We started, I think it was end of last year, so it was extremely early. I remember David even telling me it's too early, but we were eager to jump on in order to start learning.
Yeah. So this is on early preview, so no strings attached. Go and try it. We are all about the feedback. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. And the team, Stefan, there are still there are folks from our XAML teams, right? These are people who know XAML inside out, right?
Absolutely. The team is obviously part of our Xamarin team, as well as people from our XAML teams. And they are currently working heavily towards delivering more and more components to help build MAUI applications. Right now, we have a set of probably 10 components. Recently, we introduced WinUI support in there. And I think yesterday was our last release. We are trying to catch up with every new preview of .NET MAUI in order to benefit from all the greatness that is released in there.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up because, well, we want to be on island time, but just not missing deadlines, and we still need to be shipping apps fast. So we are moving fast with Microsoft. So I think David and the team dropped the MAUI Preview 6 last Thursday. So we had a few things to fix, and yesterday we pushed out an kind of an update release. I think this is the third release for us that has a bunch of new controls. It has all the gauges, which is the the linear, the radial, and the vertical gauges, all types of barcodes, QR codes, anything you can think of, any type of geometries that you want to play around with and draw. It's up there, and pop-ups for iOS, Android, just native looking pop-ups, and you can make them modal or non-modal. So it's out there for you. So David is still in the chat room having fun. No, he's not calling you fat, Stefan. But let me see how much my machine can handle. If I can pull this off. Oh no. It is installing, because I was in the middle of installing VS22. No, apparently it is not liking me today. And my Mac is running Xcode 13, so I can't quite show that to you yet. I'll give it another try. We'll see if it works. But like we have been saying all morning, like, trust me, it works. It's all preview software.
I think this is what we have been saying for the past 9 months. So
yeah. So let's go back here. So what we have done here is, if you head out here and if you hit the big button, what it gets you is like all of the bits. But then there's also a demo app, which is the one that I was trying to run. If my Windows 10 machine will work with you. Maybe I need to switch to Windows 11 now. It's time. But this one here is the app that runs on, it's the same exact code base. It's running on MAUI Preview 6. It's got iOS, Android, and WinUI now all running on top of Preview 6. And I was able to run it on Preview on Windows just fine. It's the Mac thing that I'm still working out on. But we got charts, we got graphs, we got segmented controls, we got the shadow things, all the usual things, and I'm not going to waste any more time trying to maybe bring up Windows, because I think I stopped VS 2022 install, which made it angry. We'll give it another try. It will work eventually. Yeah, it's all preview.
I was impressed to see that you managed to find a way with Xcode and with the earlier beta.
No, and David and team is helping. So yeah, and then especially when you do like both Mac and Windows, things get interesting. There's a lot of things changing. And also, like some of the folks who were talking about VS for Mac, that's actually in preview. Some of the things that they have a inside ring if folks really want to try out the new VS for Mac. No, I don't think Visual Studio is going to let me fire up today. It is just another Wednesday where Visual Studio is like, nope, not happening because you stopped the download. So I'm not going to bother with that. You just have to trust us. You don't have to trust us. Just go and run the app yourself. Like, the bits are right here. So go and get the app and put it up in VS 2022 and Preview 2, and then you can just hit F5 and it works on WinUI. But let me ask you this, Stefan, what do you see the future of .NET MAUI for us?
For us, right now, we're trying to, first and foremost, we need to make sure that we support the 70, 80 components that we have in compatibility mode in order to enable customers and users in the fastest possible way to start utilizing those components, because there are people that need those. And then we will have to continue with exploration of migrating components to handlers. And this is an interesting topic because handlers are part of, or the main thing that probably is bringing a lot of value into MAUI in terms of performance, in terms of extensibility, in terms of whatever you would like to. But the question that we're posing for ourselves is, what is the value of handlers for components and for customers of components? And that is something that we are yet to be tackling. We already have a few components that are ported with handlers, but at the end of the day, we need to see what's the overall value that it brings and how they can serve customers better. And other than that, as I mentioned, WinUI was recently released. The next topic that we need to explore is support for macOS with Catalyst. So this is yet another thing that we need to look into. So more or less, this is how we are looking into support for MAUI in the near future, and let's see how that shapes up.
Yeah, no, that's quite a bit. And I want to maybe go back to something the chat room had asked before, and this is something you deal with quite a bit because there are so many technologies, right? Especially when it comes to like desktop, right? So you have WPF and UWP and WinForms. Like for us, like those suites are going strong, and we have lots and lots of customers building those apps running on the latest .NET, right? .NET 5, .NET 6. So you're not going away anywhere, and that story is fine. I think MAUI is what you look at if you have to go cross-platform. But if you wanted to hit the Windows desktop as one more thing after you've done iOS or Android and Mac, right?
Yep. Absolutely. So it depends on the job that you want to do. You choose the tool for the job. If you need something that's super heavy desktop, if you need like super heavy drawing, you'll probably go and do a full-fledged WinForms or WPF app. If you're looking to go cross-platform with single code base, you can do that through MAUI. So it all depends on what do you want to achieve and what's your precise use case.
Absolutely. Well, one thing I will say, Stefan, is like I'm not jealous of being in your shoes, like dealing with as many products and the priorities of where you want to put engineering effort. That's just a big, it's a big thing to take on. So I am kudos to all that you do. I'm just glad that you and the product teams and the engineering teams can churn out what you do every day.
That's what drives us, new technologies, new excitement. We have people that are passionate about what they're doing. I'm passionate about MAUI a lot. That's why I'm dealing a lot with it. And kudos also to the entire team at Microsoft, with whom we have been working already for, closely on MAUI precisely for many, many months. And they have been of great help. And I think that the collaboration there has been of tremendous help.
Yeah. Now you're saying this just because David Ortner is in the chat room, right?
I'm saying this because David is in the chat room, because Gerald helped a lot, Jesus helped a lot, John and everybody else there. They're just
and people have been talking about a lot of what like Lance is talking about here. Like there are so many new things going on. There is .NET, there is MAUI, there is Visual Studio, there is Windows 11. And it's a race to the finish for all of these products. And yes, once in a while, you're going to see one a little ahead, one catching up. But at the end of the day, it's going to be all ready for developers when they RTM. So, yeah, good point, Lance.
Yeah. Plus, if you remember back in the days, there were times where you waited for software to come out, and it was coming out, and it was all tested and great, and there wasn't something like that, and everybody was asking like, how can I get information earlier? Now everybody can jump in earlier, provide feedback in order to make the release better, but then impatience come into place, and I think it's valid for everybody in the software industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is how we build better products.
Absolutely. We're not going off to buy a CD or a floppy disk of software. You're collaborating as the thing is being built. So there are some preview and frustrations along the way. All right, so Stefan, I know it's late for you, but thank you so much for taking the time out and staying with us past that sun that literally went down your other window while you were talking.
Thank you for having me, Sam. Enjoy the rest of the conference, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Stefan. And with that, we're going to let Stefan go here. So good night, Stefan. And we're going to bring on, if I can, Mr. Dan Siegel.